Hello, and welcome to Beering in Mind Beer Reviews. Today we're going to drink a beer that's kind of maybe out of season, but it's getting cooler now where I live, and so slightly stronger beers might have a place in our drinking. This is called Paulaner Salvator doppelbock, and this is, excuse me, 7.9% dark beer. It was originally designed for monks to drink during Lent in early spring, and as kind of liquid bread, because monks had to fast during that time, during the 40 days of Lent before Easter. This is the most famous spring seasonal beer. Definitely. Paulaner's been around since 1634, and their beer Salvator, the name Salvator means savior in Latin, and of course referring to the baby Jesus, or to Christ, and many other doppelbocks try to follow their lead with an OR ending. For example, Celebrator, and in the U.S., many craft breweries will, if they make a doppelbock, they will give it an OR ending on the name here. Bock is comes from the town of Einbeck, which is pronounced Einbock in some dialects. In another dialect of German, it means goat. And so not on this bottle you don't see a goat, but on some doppelbocks or bock beers you will see a goat image. And I think the idea is you get kind of a kick from it, the same way you would if a goat butted you. And so again, this is a 7.9% beer. On Rate Beer, it has 2,916 ratings, quite a few. An average rating of 3.58, 91 percentile for all beers, and 95 percentile for its style, which is Bock or Doppelbock. So pretty high, pretty high. Shall we give this a go? I've had this before several times. One time a friend had a 4-year-old bottle, and it had definitely some smokiness, but flavors kind of diminished at that point. So you may, if you have these, you may want to age it for a while, but I wouldn't go maybe beyond 2 years, 3 years or so. Or if you want to experiment, you could hold it for 10 years, but be prepared for the flavors to diminish at that point. Okay, here we go. Okay, so it pours out kind of a dark orange, slightly hazy, not quite opaque, dark orange brown, with a kind of off-white, light tan head, quite substantial carbonation. You can see it floating up there. Aromas. Very sweet, very thick kind of roastiness, a lot of prunes, maybe some other dark fruit, cherries perhaps, slight alcohol fumes in this, and maybe a hint of smoke as well. Thick, kind of rich. Very sweetish, kind of dark brown sugary flavor, very sweet malt, some alcohol on the tongue for sure. In mid-palate, it kind of goes to balance a bit, thins out, the sweetness thins out a touch. It does kind of return in the finish. I wouldn't say this is cloying, but it is kind of on the edge of cloying. Very satisfying, lightly warming. Palate is smooth, a little bit thick on the tongue. Overall, though, this is a very nice fruity, rich, caramelly kind of beer. This is available widely in Japan, in Yamaya stores for about, I think I got this for 298 yen. So in the $3 range, perhaps. So not too expensive for sure. And I think you can find it in many places here. So this is kind of a classic, and if you've never had it before, you should probably give it a try. Again, it's Paulaner Salvator, 7.9% doppelbock. Well, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.